The Courting by Meinekeime, Chapter 9, The Invitation. Draco's point of view. I feared Harry didn't like my present this month, because Hecka didn't return last night. Was my voice too much? Was it lame? And many others had sent cookbooks too. I was driven crazy. I nervously sipped my coffee and read the Daily Prophet. It was a shitty newspaper, but it was interesting to know what lies the Light published. Harry Potter kidnapped by you-know-who. I giggled a little about the headline and tried to read the interview with Dumbledore. But I started laughing so hard that Poppy was concerned about my well-being. I placed the newspaper in the fireplace. I mean, it might be shitty at information, but it was great at burning. When I was about to take another piece of bacon, my hand was beaten by an overly eager owl. Hecka, old girl, how are you? I asked, and scratched her neck, and let her eat a piece of bacon. She gave me the letter, and she left to visit her friends in the owlry. I slowly opened the letter, hoping that there wasn't a howler in it. But there was a nice-smelling parchment and elegant handwriting. Harry had indeed practiced, or started using a professional quill at least. Thinking about writing feathers, I remembered when I tried using one of my own as a quill. Turns out, Veela feathers aren't meant for soaking up ink, and released it again. I opened the letter, in which a smaller one was enfolded. Harry told me that he liked the cookbook, especially that it read the recipe out and stopped you when you made the wrong move or forgot something. He would be happy over a second one of that kind. A wish is my order, I thought. He told me that there wasn't a challenge this month. I could just send whatever I thought would help me. With love, Harry. Then picked up the smaller letter. It was black parchment written on with white and orange ink. Invitation to the Halloween ball of Lord Grant and Lord Prince. Dear Lord Draco Malfoy, you are invited to the Halloween ball of Lord Grant and Lord Prince, beginning October 31st at 8 p.m., ending October 31st at midnight. To bring with you a costume. Do you bring a +1? Yes? No? This was the challenge. Harry, coming from a wealthy Veela family on his father's side, will have to hold many balls in his lifetime, and they wanted to know how we acted. Anyone that didn't appear at the ball will be eliminated, like everyone that didn't bring a costume, come late, or did bring a +1. It seems as unmoralistic to bring someone to a ball, dance, or anything that direction while courting. No family members that shows low self-esteem, or that you are underage and need someone to supervise you. No other submissive Veelas, even when it is just to make them desirable to other suitors that will stop courting their submissive of interest soon. I mean, who would be that stupid? Oh yes, Weasleys. But then a question popped in my head. Where do I get a good costume? I had never been to a ball where I needed a costume, and I wouldn't just bring a $20 one from a muggle store. I could make one myself, but I couldn't sew to save my life. Well, I guess it's time to call my parents. It can take some weeks to make an outfit, so I better get a good tailor now. I checked my mom's vacation list, where they would be now, and made a fire call. The first thing I saw was a bed. Both my parents were sleeping. Oh yeah, it was nighttime on the islands. I wanted to end the call already when Mom jerked up. She rubbed the sleep out of her eyes, stood and came near the fireplace. Draco! She screamed and woke up Dad. Are you okay? I asked when I saw Dad roll out of bed. One rolled too much. Yes, son. Now tell us why you woke us up at such an ungodly hour. He answered. That earned him a slap to the neck by Mom. You're the one that woke me up at 1 o'clock in the morning because you dreamed someone cut off your hair. Dad didn't say anything after that. Now tell us, son, Mom said. Do you know a tailor that does Halloween costumes? I was invited to a ball. Mom grabbed Dad in shock. Did you hear? Our son was invited to his first ball. He is growing up so fast. Dad just shook his head. Madame Mosley McGray in Edinburgh does them. And send us a letter about how it went, young man. We will be back around Christmas, and don't make the house too messy, and eat at least 3 times a day. He's a grown man. You said so yourself. Now come on, let's take a walk on the beach. I'm sure we can find some nice seashells. Dad shut up. Shut Mom up and gave me the you owe me look. I ended the call and made an appointment at Madame Measles McGray's boutique and sent an answer back to Harry. I hope this will go well. Some days after. Stand still, Lord Malfoy, or I won't be able to take your measurements. And how I hated that. Couldn't she take any longer? I didn't ask for a complicated costume that needed to stick to my body. And still, this woman even measured the length of my foot. Well then, Lord Malfoy, I'm finished. After you've picked the fabric, I can start real work. The finished project was sent to your address, ready to wear. She gave me a catalog to look through. I found a nice, dark gray material with a light feel to it. I decided to take it and leave. Finally, I still need to finish Harry's presents for this week. Just because there was no challenge involving presents, I wouldn't stop. Harry needed a routine, and I would keep it up. End of Chapter 9.